Hey Exiles, so here we are in the midst of a Path of Exile 2 news drought, but I have a video titled "A Massive Path of Exile Bomb Just Dropped." What in the world could be happening? We have free shit coming up for PoE 1, we have the PoE 1 League in about 5 weeks for 3.28, and the next Path of Exile 2 content update is probably 3 months away. Well, Grinding Your Games just announced ExileCon 2026 is happening this year in November, on November 7th and 8th. And I'm very excited to announce, literally shaking when I first heard about it, that they invited me out. They're paying for my wife and I to fly out to New Zealand, stay there, and cover the event. What exactly that entails, I have no idea yet. I'm going to make the most of it. I've watched the prior two Exile Cons, and we're going to talk about what's probably going to happen as a result of this in just a moment. And I really want to make the most of that experience. So expect actual videos to come out every single night, maybe multiple times throughout the day, of me on the floor, playing the new content, talking with the developers, other creators, all that stuff. It's going to be an absolute blast. But why are Grinding Your Games doing this? Well, I think that 1.0 is literally going to hit in December of this year. That's why I've been saying it consistently on my streams and in my videos. I did have a little bit of insider knowledge. I've known about this for several months. That's why my initial 0.4 crash out hit even harder for me, because I knew, oh my gosh, there's going to be ExileCon, and I got so mad at the game and all that IRL stuff that was happening, but that doesn't matter at this point. So 1.0 in December. Why would I say this? Well, ExileCon is a huge event for Grinding Your Games to put on. They run it at a loss every single time. It's a ton of work, and they would only do it if they were going to announce something huge. So unless we're getting Path of Exile 3 announced and it's going to be an actual Souls-like game, I reckon we're going to get a release date for PoE 2 1.0, and that's going to be in the subsequent weeks, probably in December. I think that they have a lot of content good to go. We know that what they need in the game, in their eyes, before 1.0 are Acts 5 and 6, and it sounds like swords. I think they have a lot of that ready to go, and this year we're going to see a flurry of content after 0.5 and the endgame rework or update. We're going to get probably multiple classes. We're likely going to get Act 5 and then maybe Act 6 in December, and the game is going to be finished by the end of this year. Druid, we know, was the hardest class for them to work on. We know that they've been building all these acts and the other classes in the background. If they are keen on having this event, I think the game is far closer to 1.0 than we might realize. So at the event itself, there's going to be actual stations set up. The developers are going to have presentations. They might even talk about beyond Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile Mobile, which the last time we heard about that was at ExileCon 2023. And I'm sure there will be information about the upcoming Path of Exile 1 leagues. But beyond all that, everybody, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing that we truly know about this event. I needed to make this video because I had to express, one, my gratitude to all of you for making this possible. I never thought, when I posted my first Path of Exile 2 video back in mid 2024 at this point, that this is what would unfold. It has been an was it 2023 or it was 2023, in mid 2023, that this is what would unfold. Never in a million years would I imagine I'd be going out to New Zealand to play the newest Path of Exile content, to talk to Grinding Your Games, to explore New Zealand and Middle Earth, because my wife are surely going to be doing that. And on my screen right now, guys, I'm just scrolling through the website where they're talking about exactly what is going to happen. There's also going to be a bunch of exclusive merch, which I am very excited about, and the ExileCon card game, which, if you're there in person, apparently this is a highlight of the entire con. And this convention really, more than anything, from what I ascertained watching it in 2019 when I had first started playing, and in 2023 when I was a 4-year veteran at that point, is not about, it's more so about the community, I think, than the game itself. Sure, having this venue, having a stage, it's going to draw a lot more attention to the game itself, but I think the developers really put a focus on the players for this event and making sure that the most dedicated, the most passionate
fans of Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 have a splendid time. So I'm really, really pumped for that. What else? Also, I guess I gotta say, thank you to GGG for inviting my wife and I. Thank you so much. Oh, maybe I'll get to meet Preach again. It's just gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time, and we have a long while leading up to it. We're gonna have 0.5, 0.6, and then either 0.7 or 1.0. So, guys, that's the video. I just want to say thank you to all of you for the support. It's going to be a crazy year. And do you think this is worthy of the title, Massive Path of Exile 2 news just dropped? Because I think it's huge. This is basically confirming a ton of stuff is coming out at the end of the year. They wouldn't do this if they didn't have a reason. Are you going to go? Are you excited? Do you think this is a bad idea in your eyes? Like, why do you think it is? Do you think I'm being silly? And it's not 1.0, but it is the joke I made earlier in Path of Exile 3. And it could be. It really could be. I do think we're going to get some mobile updates, though. All right, everybody. That's the video. Thank you so much. As always, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's going to be far more high effort than this. This is just a spur of the moment passion video. I had to get out. I will talk to you all later. Stay sane.